All right, there we go. Wow, that was a lot more labor intensive than I thought. But howdy, happy Thursday. Welcome to where the heck are we? Montreal? No, Calgary, and up here in the beautiful, beautiful Canadian wilderness. And yes, that's right. It's the Saab. I have not got it in the air yet, so this could be entertaining. Let's get started. Okay, that's a good engine start. So now we take the generator, right generator reset to on, and we should see some of these lights turn off. There we go, that's a good thing. And that sound there is the hydraulics beginning to work, which is really good. And this has got a weird kind of initialization for the avionics. You turn the avionics on right now, and you let things come alive, and while one engine is running, and then you start engine number two. I think what I'm going to do while I do that is fingers crossed also that we have, oh my goodness gracious, you got to be kidding me. Oh boy. Well, Edmonton went offline, so maybe that's for the best. So they've been having these events up here, and I've missed them. Every Thursday they've been having this, like, Edmonton Northern Lights or something to that effect. And I've just had something going on every week, so I tried to catch it today, and wouldn't you know it, no dice. Edmonton, the only part of Canada, with the exception of Gander, that's not online right now. Um, Back to the checklist. I think we're about ready to go. Okay, clearance, heading altitude set. We do need altitude 7,000. We said we're going to hold there. Did I ever put the? I don't know if I put the altimeter in there yet. It's 29er 49er. Wow, that's a small, pretty low 29er 49er. Okay, there we go. Heading. What will the heading be? Runway heading, I think, and then vectors. So if we're 3.6, we need a heading here that needs to reflect that here. So I'm just going to set it as for north right now. All right, we are okay. So here we go. Bobcat 20. Hello. Here's where I can lean on you a little bit there, Rob. So this is going to be tracking a VOR, but I also see a magenta line. So does that mean that when I hit nav, it's going to chase the GPS signal or the VOR signal? Because I don't have actually a VOR signal. So is there another one of those magical buttons down here that switch it between VOR mode and GPS mode? It's the CDI, whatever the Saab equivalent of the CDI. No, VOR unless you change the mode to LOR, Steve PHL says. Hey, Steve PHL. So how do I change the mode to LOR? I went to all that work to program stuff in, and how do we do that? Is it up here? I'm assuming it must be up here somewhere. Nav. See, right now it's on nav. You can change it to left and right. I know that. Dial up Dial up, dial on FMS. Okay, so here. So CDI. Yep, there you go. GPS. Bingo. Bingo, bango, bongo. So LRN1. That's what I want, right? What are my choices? VOR or LRN? Okay, sweet. No, that's it. Yes. Okay. No. Yes. No. Yeah, this one does. Rob is saying it has a. I stand corrected. Okay, I'm familiar with that. That's the first thing I've been familiar with so far in this setup. Taxi lights coming on. I might need some lighting in here too. Panel. This is really hard. There we go. Center. I don't even know what lighting options are available. Looks like that'll get me started at least. I tried to turn the time back a little bit so we didn't run into that. Flaps set. Weather is on. I'll do 1 notch of flaps. And nose wheel steering is over here. It's coming on. Boom. I do think I need to push back because I can't quite turn around. Downwind, did you leave already? Oh, didn't hear me on VATSIM. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, I'm transmitting but not receiving. I must not have something turned on. Okay, let me call for pushback and I'll see what's going on with that. Thanks for letting me know that. Ground handling, okay. Take the brakes off here. Straight back. Hopefully I won't
I'll send the push card.
Creep forward since my engines are running. I'm going to do this, change that, and right now, for the next little bit, 4-day for me, you've been bumped for now. Nick's Aviation is officially the first You're Awesome winner, and thank you. You guys don't even know how much I appreciate that. All right, hey, that took me longer than setting up the L1011, guys. That's pretty cool though. And that shows you the level, even though this is just an old sim, that there's some really awesome stuff in it. Ah, my goodness. Okay. I do think we need to actually at some point in time try to get out. I'm a little nervous to try to taxi out. I'm not gonna lie.
Nick's Aviation is awesome.
It's official. You heard that. Shout out. Okay, I'm pulling up the taxi chart here, the airport chart. And 3-5 left. I gotta go all the way down Charlie. So I'm gonna hang a right here. Okay. Killing the parking brakes. This has to come to full forward. Listen to that. And this thing taxis like a.
You might 129.
It taxis like an F5 Phantom, man. It just goes. Say again, downwind sim.
I said you might want to use runway 29.
I was initially thinking that, but I don't know why I'm broadcasting that. That's not. I was thinking that, but I don't have a departure to runway 29. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's just vectors. Calgary traffic. Pack call. What am I? Pacific. Pasco 816. We are going to be taxiing to runway 29er, Calgary. I hope nobody else is here because I'm trying to create as little havoc as I can. Yes, I have rudder pedals, and I'm happy to report that our hydraulics are pressurized. And yeah, baggage cart dude, you're in the way. And I'm not having to use differential braking in order to steer this aircraft. Okay, so that changes us a little bit. We're going to go, actually not all the way out to Charlie. We're going to come down just this far right-hand side of the ramp. This is Hotel. And yeah, they are a game changer, Rob. I went for the longest time without, and then I actually went, I had some and they crashed. They died on me. I wore them out basically. And went again for a long time without, and I don't know how I did it. I just don't know. I tried to tie the yaw into the the pitch, and I mean that did okay, but that's still not the same. Here's where the engines quit last time. Come on, big money. Come on, big money. Come on, big money. Oh no, I actually was a little further down. I had turned onto Romeo, and they died. Let's take a look. So I'm Scandinavian, so I love the Saab because it's, it was designed in Sweden, and there's some cool aviation history in that area. You see the little stutter? That's the next thing I need to try to figure out. You're going to see it every so often. Just a little stutter, a little hiccup. And yeah, that's kind of frustrating. I don't know why that would be, but it's happening. I haven't found much on the forums about that either, so I don't know. There it was. That was a big stutter right there. So and this is default airport. Not a lot of weather, not a lot of traffic, so there's no reason it should be stuttering like that, but it just is. Okay, let's pull up to the hold short line. This is as far as I've made it in 2 attempts, so looking pretty good. And now I feel much better about being able to contact people. Edmonton Center, 3575. All right. Can I do it on the 530? Let me do it here. I think it's a little easier if I can do it here. Yes, thank goodness. All right, 3575. If you're a controller in Canada, thanks for putting these on. I'm a big fan of these midweek events, and it's really awesome to have places to fly, especially places like this where you don't get to very often. Edmonton Center, Pasco 816.
Pasco 816, Edmonton, good evening.
Yes, hello, sir. On the ground, Calgary, and I don't know if you've received my flight plan. I'm refiling right now, but I'd like to pick up IFR to Winnipeg, and we have the weather at Calgary.
Pasco 816, I do see a flight plan here from you. However, this one reads you're heading over to Edmonton, so if you're refiling to Winnipeg, I'll just waiting for the new one to come through.
My mistake. I am going to Edmonton, not... Wait. Edmonton, yes. Yankee Echo Golf.
Pasco 816, no problem, sir. You're clear to Edmonton via Calgary 7 departure. Flight plan route, depart runway 29er, squawk 5442.
Calgary 7, and we'll fly planned route, squawk 5442, Pasco 816.
Pasco 816, read back, correct push and start at your discretion. Calgary altimeter 29er 49er, advise ready for taxi.
29er 49er, and we're actually holding short runway 29. I apologize, I didn't see you pop online, but give me just a second and we'll report ready for departure.
Pasco 816, no worries, sir. Yeah, line up and wait, and just expect a slight delay. I just had a departure out of 29er. Just need him we'll get him on route and get get you on your way.
Okay, line up and wait, runway 29er, Pasco 816. Alright, let's
Delta 95 with you flight level 360.
let's get this
Delta 95
entered in here.
2949.
2949.
748 Hotel Sierra, radar contact, confirm altitude.
Oh man.
It's 6,600 right now for Hotel Sierra.
748 Hotel Sierra, identified.
What
level
the?
210, turn
No.
right,
5442. I'm trying to put the altimeter in there.
Up
I
to
was freaking out there
210
for just a second.
And direct
5442.
for 8 Hotel Sierra.
There we go, 5442.
Delta 95, identified for level 360. Welcome
We need
aboard
to
Edmonton
line up and wait.
of course.
We need to put
Of course, Delta.
landing lights on. And I tell you what, guys, I don't know if it's just your good mojo.
816 departure on this frequency. Calgary winds 260 at 19er, gusting 26. Clear for takeoff, runway 29er.
Clear for takeoff, runway 29er, Pasco 816. I am still going to turn and head. Gosh, I don't. It's a different departure here. So I think what I'm going to try to do is just fly runway heading until they radar identify me, and then it sounds like they vectored. They vectored Rob or Ralph. So I'm just going to set this for 290 roughly. Heading mode is selected. Let's do this. I'm ready. Don't over torque. I think I over torqued. I'm losing power. Something, it's not liking something. I think I spun things up too quick here. There is, I'm 104, that's my rotation speed. There it is. And we are not flying. Yes, we are flying. Alright, something that's not liking something there. I'll have to look at you here in just a second though, guys. Gear coming up. Boy, I'm not climbing very fast, that's for sure. Wow. Wow, let's build some airspeed there, Mr. Saab. Woo boy.
Center Jazz 395 requesting ISR to Kelowna.
I'm in the air for the first time.
Yes, 395.
She feels pretty responsive.
Clear to Kelowna via Edmonton 1 departure, fly plan route.
Flaps coming up.
Runway 30.
Oh boy.
53.
It's windy.
Don't sink.
It is windy. Don't sink. Oh, I'm sinking. I am sinking. Don't sink. Let's climb. I like that idea. How about 1,000 feet per minute? Let's just see how that goes.
Yes, 395, read back correct. Push and start at your discretion. Edmonton altimeter 2948.
Got about 120 knots right now. I think that seems pretty doable. We're cleared up to 7,000. Hopefully he'll see me here on radar soon. I know you guys are giving me some helpful hints over there, but
816 radar contact, confirm altitude.
Pasco 816 climbing 4,500.
Pasco 816 identified, climb flight level 160,000.
Climb 160 Pasco 816.
Push it 1360, descend 6,500.
Oh man, I'm having a hard time getting it trimmed out though. That's one thing I am struggling with right now. Oh boy. Alright, keep it on course. I'm starting to get that trim in where it needs to be.
816, turn right, direct pad blue on course.
Right, direct pad blue on course. Pasco 816. Okay, so I should be. Let's get it stable. Let's get back to where we're climbing. Just a little bit here. I'm not picky. Come on, Saab. Trim, 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 trim. All right. Now I got something else blinking at me. All right, so I do have a hotkey. Turn the autopilot on. I don't know if it's doing it or not.
136, which approach are you looking for this evening?
Nope.
Looking for
I have to look down. This is always scary. Autopilot is not engaging. That's not a good sign. Okay, right hand turn. Autopilot's not engaging. Things are blinking. Alright, watch those dials. Yeah. Which ones, man? My prop, holy cow, my prop is, yeah, geez Louise. Okay. What I want to know is, why is the autopilot not engaging? That's concerning, because I know I'm not really going exactly towards my my waypoint here. All right, I got to bring the prop levers back a little bit, because otherwise I'm gonna be blowing the engines up. All right. Oh, now I'm trimming way, or I'm pitching way up. Come on, baby. All right. Baby Jesus is looking out for me. All right, hold it. Oh, engage it and hold it for a second. Okay. Yes. Whoops. Heading. I want nav. Nav, nav, nav. Where are you, nav? You're up here, nav. Nav is up here. Nav me. Thank you, nav. I'm turning back. I should be. I'm on vector. I need to go down to Pavlov. I need to go direct to. I need to activate that. And holy guacamole. Now I just need to climb a little bit here.
Turn left heading 015. Left heading 015.
Uh-oh. It's kind of doing the old, let's get on the track, let's S-turn.
Just watch your altitude there. Just give you 6,000 right now. You'll get through the glide slope shortly there, but not below 6,000 for now.
Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to. Here's the thing: is I don't know how. Okay, next question. I'm on vertical speed mode right now, but how do I pitch up? I'm kind of stuck on 1,000 feet. Is this like the 737 where you just pull it back and you let it go and it stays on that? Nope, it's not. How do you do that? I need to climb, guys. So how do I climb without disengaging the autopilot? I have, I guess I could go, I'm at 200 right now. What happens if I just do IAS hold? Oh, geez. Wow. Wow, don't do that. That was bad. That was bad. Probably disengaged my autopilot there. Nope, it's still on. Next to the AP switch is where the, okay. Oh yeah, sure enough, there we go. Those guys right there probably, right? No, pitch right here. No. That doesn't look right. Couldn't find out how to climb without disengaging. The dial next to the autopilot, click the dial. Okay, so the dial next to the autopilot. So you're talking about this guy right here? I'm assuming if I rotate it down, that brings the nose up. Oh my gosh, my trim is so far off right now that... Holy cow, I'm really struggling here, guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to, I think, disengage the autopilot because I've got to get it trimmed out. The trim, look at where the trim is putting me. Nose down. Alright, so temporary disengage the autopilot to, oh no, that's never good. I gotta get this thing trimmed out. Trim is over here, by the way. So you could see, oh, but I should be in, why is it so far off? It's not even, right now the trim is having like almost no effect. Oh, there it comes. Alright, there it comes. Let's get that trim back into the green here and let's get stabilized. There we go. How close are we? There, that's better. Okay. Alright. Oh, that never did disengage. Okay, cool. That's kind of amazing. So then you're saying again, just
Calgary winds 260 at 19er.
as I click that, or is it a roller?
Clear to land, West Jet 136.
Huh. Yeah, the passengers here are definitely not happy with me so far. Okay, there's 10,000. Let's turn some lights off. The good news is I am tracking. I'm 3 miles to Pevlu, and I should be turning with any luck here. I don't suppose it shows that. No, not right there. It doesn't. I should be turning right. I guess we'll find out together. 7,000 above where I made it. Oh, all right, Rob. I feel pretty good. I mean, look at that. Hi, it's beautiful. I don't know why we're making wing vortices, but what the heck? I'll make for a good little screenshot. No ortho up here either, by the way. So this is all auto gen stuff. Yeah, I can live with that. So we are officially climbing at about 1,000, which I think is probably what I'm gonna just stick with because I don't seem to know how to change that. Okay, I do want to. Hey, we're making our turn. All right, all right. There we go. How are our temps? How are our pressures? Not bad, not bad. RPMs are, I think, about where we want them. Props are about where we want them. Temps there. Torque is good. I could probably get a little more torque, couldn't I? Is this, Steve, is this one of these where, like on the Kodiak, where you actually pull back the RPMs a little bit to increase your torque?
Yep, and I think we're good to go. 8 Hotel Sierra.
I'm still learning about, still learning about these turboprops. Alright, oh, he's already descending. Nice work, Ralphie. That citation is kicking some butt, man. Alright, we're doing good though. We're doing good. I'm pleasantly surprised with where we're at right now. Couldn't have done it without you. I have a fighting shot at making it to my cruise altitude. Now the next question is this. Is there an auto altitude? Can I arm the altitude? I'm a little bit afraid to press altitude because I'm afraid it'll level off.
Exiting the runway, West Jet 136. Any gate is fine for us.
What's it have down here?
West Jet 136, Roger. I'll send you over to Terminal Alpha. That's WestJet's terminal in Calgary. You can taxi.
Not seeing anything.
Alpha by Juliet 2.
Not seeing anything.
Charlie. Cross runway 173.
That does move a little bit, doesn't it?
What was the gate number on that, sorry?
Is that Okay, enough horsing around. Edmonton, he said 2952. So let's change that. We do have the ILS runway 30 also entered. So we will be expecting that. I continue to get disconnected from my Navigraph though. That's disappointing.
Send to 5,000 for 8 Hotel Sierra.
I'm finding the Simlink to Xpilot is not as reliable as the Simlink to P3D, which is a little bit, I don't know why that would be an issue, but my Navigraph charts keeps bumping me off, and then I have to actually fully restart it in order to connect again, or for it to connect to my sim. Interesting. I'll add it to the list of things to figure out. All right, I need to pull up the Oilers 2 arrival. And yes, I am not ashamed that I am Slant Lima and I'm doing all this overlay stuff. Don't judge. Oilers 2 arrival. Oh, there's 2 of them. I wonder which one I need. This is the one I need here, so I need to be down at Masood 7,500, but I'm listening to the controller and he's stepping Ralph down, so I'll just kind of wait and expect that. Looks like we've got somebody out in front of him also here, and oh, he's leaving Winnipeg. So there's some cool. So what I like about this event is there's some pretty cool airports that they feature. They kind of rotate it around, and so like yeah, and today so this is also kind of cool because they've got Alaska going, and so you know there's Fairbanks up there, but like they'll put you know Yellowknife and Dead Horse, and you know they'll pick like a little outpost every Thursday, and I think it's too late now. I think it's like the event's probably over and these guys are just hanging out because they're good guys. But that's what's intriguing about this, you know. Like I think this one is just showing up because there's some people going into it, but I mean, why do you fly these events, right? You fly them because they're an excuse to go somewhere new and see an airstrip in a part of the world that you haven't ever seen before. So I really appreciate that with what those guys are doing. And again, if you're a controller in this Canada event, thanks.
8 Hotel Sierra, you said 4,000.
Down to 4,000, 8 Hotel Sierra.
I've kind of heard that Batastic is being a little bit wonky today, Dakota. So I wonder if they're just having so many users, so they're setting records every day, right? I wonder if they're just don't have the server power to handle that. I don't know. Oh, Navigraph. Gotcha. Sorry. Oh, world charts.
2702 intercept, cleared ILS runway 30.
Yeah.
Okay, 270 intercept.
I wonder if they're maybe having the same problem, Dakota. Maybe there's a lot of people using it right now. All right, well, we're coming up on our next turn here at Bisno, so we're on track. This takes us to Oilers, and then we are officially on the arrival. So so far so good, everybody. Now if we can just coax this girl down onto the ground, we'll have something. We've been right about 190 or so. I'm guessing that's probably pretty typical. I'm also guessing though that as I get to know this engine a little bit, I'll probably be able to generate some more torque and you know, I've got these backed off a little bit. I don't know if they could probably come forward a little bit. Yeah, give myself a few more prop RPMs, but again, sometimes prop RPMs, as I'm learning, don't necessarily translate into more torque, and sometimes more torque doesn't necessarily translate into more airspeed, and so I don't think that did anything to me, but anyhow. Oh, it's called the takeoff inhibit button. Yeah, you were telling me about that, Dak. The last update 7 years ago for this thing, and it's still. I mean, it's. I think the stutters potentially could be a little bit about that old coding. I don't know. It's just always been one of those planes that has been. Just been one of those planes I've always wanted to check out. So I'm happy that it's starting to actually function correctly. I've done already 2 full installs just because it was being a little bit weird. But yeah, lots of bored people, Kenny. You're right. I think.
Thanks for the shortcut tonight too, as well.
I think that it's great to have a hobby like this, right? Oh man, that would be awesome. That would be really awesome. Last version. Okay.
Descend 10,000. Edmonton altimeter 2952, runway 30.
When ready, descend 2,000 to 10,000 and 2952. We'll expect runway 30 past Kuwait 16. 816, I think, is what they say up here. I don't like to combine it. All right, so let's see if we can make this thing go down. I need to engage vertical speed mode. And, okay, let's look down and let's pull that thing forward and see if it starts to head down. There we go, a little bit. There's a little bit more. I'm afraid of dragging it too far and then all of a sudden I'm in a 4,000 feet per minute free fall. But I got to do more than 500 feet a minute. Alright, little by little. Yeah, it's going to be way easier if I just can map out a key, though. There's 1,000. Better pull the speed back, the power back a little bit so we don't overspeed. Let's keep coming. At least got to give me 1,500 feet. There we go. We're getting a little bit more. And the thing, my view right now, it's hard to tell. Every time I click and drag, I don't know how far the wheel spins. You know what I mean? We've made it to descent. So if you had, after descent, so far you're in the lead. Al Dominguez, how the heck are you, my friend? Great to see you. I hope things are great in your area. It's colder than heck in Wyoming, dude. Now, I'm getting about 1,500 foot a minute. I think that's maybe going to be all I can get. Steve PHL posting a little link there about maybe, okay, so maybe there was a 151 version here, maybe a little bit later on.
8 Hotel Sierra, welcome to Edmonton. Exit right when able, and let me know if you have a gate number assigned already.
Isn't that something, Dakota? I mean, that that plane is a
actually, we're going to scoot over to the
it's a
pad
sports
at,
car.
Uniform.
Hotel Sierra, Roger, taxi.
All right, so I think
to the
so.
pad.
We've had an initial
Interesting. I don't have a
super
name for number for
awesome
that, so I'll
moment
get you over there by,
from Nick's
Alpha 2,
Aviation,
Alpha,
helping me out
runway.
early on. So I think in order to bump him off,
Okay, one more time, Alpha 2.
I think I'm going to have a landing
LA
rate
Alpha
prediction
2,
that is
Alpha, Bravo, uniform.
that's within about,
Okay, Alpha 2.
oh,
Alpha
how about
Bravo,
25 feet?
8 Hotel Sierra.
So not only do you have to win it, but you got to be like in shouting distance there. Because Mr. Nix, man, he came through in a huge. He showed us how to go from VOR to LRN, and he made this trip possible. He's the real MVP. I am going on. Let's do the math. I'm going on 20 consecutive hours without sleep. So my focus, my concentration may not be there. Not that it is usually anyway, but it's been one of those. I've had an Al South MIA.
7,500.
7,500 Pasco 816. I've had an Al South MIA type of day, man, where I'm just working my fingers to the bone. Alright, I feel like I still want to come down just a little bit quicker. Let me give another spin, see what happens. Watching that VSI. Come on, baby. It's not doing there. It comes down a little bit more. Gosh, it's just not hard to see. There was a little. It almost feels like it goes up and then goes back down. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. And if I get about 2,000 foot a minute, I think I'd be all right. External view. You know what? For you, Al, I will show you that external view. Look at that little son of a gun. Like a 30 passenger. Got like a little bit of exhaust, you know, built up over the years. Let's see if I can do a little flyby. There we go. Yeah. It is, yeah. It's pretty cool. I'm having fun. I'm learning. Without a doubt, relying a lot on guys like Rob and Steve that have been in it before. And it's really, I'm really lucky to have them online tonight. It was kind of like when I first fired up the 727. I just got lucky, and Agent Bravo 7 happened to tune in. I need to. Well, I don't have any vectors yet, so I'm not. I've got the approach armed, but I don't have. Yeah, I need to wait for vectors to final. Okay, there's 77. I don't have. Oh, it's leveling off. Awesome. So it must have, kind of like some of the other planes I've had, it must have that auto altitude select function. Yes, okay, cool. That's good to know. So Al South, here's the deal, man. This is on sale right now. That link that Steve shared, it's on sale. It's normally a $50 aircraft. It's on sale for $30. So if you're ever thinking about it, now'd be the time to get it. And you're right, FlyJSim is having a sale, and I'm trying not to see that, because the 727 is awesome and the 737 is kind of knocking on the door saying, what's up, why aren't you getting me? Anyway, it's been hard to prioritize. Yeah, it's, oh, you got it. Yeah, I mean, it's And the only thing that's holding me back right now is that I already have a 737-200 in P3D. It's the Captain Sim. It's not quite the quality of the FlyJ Sim, but it's still pretty good. And so I feel like like I'm still looking for those birds that I don't have, like the Saab. I would love, I probably, if there was a good Dash 8, I probably would have bought that before the Saab, but there wasn't. So, the Q400 from FlyJ Sim, I think, is similar to this plane in that it's kind of older, but from what I've heard, it's in a little bit rougher shape. Downwind Sim back scratcher coming in handy again. Thank you, my friend. All right, so we're looking pretty good. I need to, what I haven't done is I haven't checked any kind of ref data. So let me do that. What am I looking at for approach speed? What am I looking at? Why this? Oh, this is a one-page document. Oh boy.
Pasco 816, altitude restrictions canceled. Descend 5,000.
Down to 5,000. Pasco 816. I'm gonna just have to estimate here, I guess, and let me get on the descent here first, and then we'll kind of do some. We ought to be able to make a somewhat educated guess. Spin you forward. Spin you forward. Oh, I spun it so far forward that I adjusted my heading here. So if my rotation speed was 104, generally speaking, not always, but usually your ref speed is in that same neighborhood. So I'm going to just say I'm looking for something right around 100 as my ref speed. So I think what I need to do, I think I'm going to plan my approach at about a 115 to 120 speed. That ought to get me pretty close to where I want to be. All right, heading down. What's the MU2? It goes on, sometimes goes on sale for 20 bucks. What's the MU2? Why does that sound familiar? That's not a Mooney, is it? Rob is pulling the trigger. Wow. You're welcome, FlyJ Sim. This stream still not sponsored by FlyJ Sim. Oh, the Mitsubishi. Oh yeah, that's kind of like a turbo commander there, huh? Yeah, that's cool. Our friend Captain Canada Mustache flies that sucker.
16, which approach are you planning for this evening?
We would like the ILS runway 30 approach, Pasco 816.
Pasco 816, Roger, cleared ILS runway 30 approach, SAAB transition.
Cleared runway 30, ILS runway 30 approach at Saab 816. Okay, so we need to, right now, we need to go heading mode. That's what he's telling us. And by doing that, we can go in here and we can activate vectors to final. Boom. All right, and then we're going to intercept that. He, I'm assuming, will vector us to help. Okay, there we go. Oh, I do need to spin this around because I don't have. All right. I better make sure I have my everything set. 1091 and 300. Yeah, I don't have that course set. 300. And I got to get 1091 punched in there real fast. Oh, there it is. So I just need to flip it over. Thank you, thank you. That was good job, default X-plane. So, all right. Lots of stuff going on. Get ready for your predictions, my friends, because it's about to get real. If you're within 25 feet, if you win today and you're within 25 feet, that's the only thing that's going to bump Nixie off of the awesome podium tonight. I'm setting the bar right now. I hope he turns me here. And center, Pasco 816, will you give us a vector here to intercept, or would you like us just to do that ourselves?
Pasco 816, yeah, no, if you have that transition, you can actually vector yourself. That's the intent of those transitions that they ended up implementing in Edmonton. It takes a lot of workload off our shoulders, I guess.
Okay, just wanted to confirm. I appreciate that, Pasco 816. Okay, well,
Yep, no worries, sir.
I'm feeling like yeah. There we go. All right, so we've got the localizer and the glide slope. The approach button is the top right-hand button. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm on a pretty good angle right here, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and arm that sucker right now. And we're just gonna stay right here at about 140. There was some data over here for flap speed, yeah. Look, I can put the first notch in at 175, which I'm definitely below. There we go. We've intercepted the localizer. That's way cool. I'm going to drop in a first notch of flaps. And we're about to pick up the glide slope. Wow. If we are able to, and I think I see maybe see our runway out there. Okay, so we did kind of blow through it just a little bit. Not bad, though. So this ought to give us a hint, too, about what our ref speed is. So flaps 35 is 140. Okay, so I'm going to need to be quite a bit faster than I think I need to be. So I'm going to keep everything up about 140. And what's my distance here? What am I seeing? Oh geez, I'm only like 4 miles out. I need to get configured here. I'm gonna go flaps 30. I'm gonna put the gear down. Let's get ourselves fully configured and stabilized, and then we will turn the autopilot off.
70 at 10, clear to land runway 30.
Clear to land runway 30, Pasco 816. Alright, so 140, I think I'm going to keep that as my approach speed. Okay, make your calls. Make your landing rate predictions. Remember, this is the first time, legit, I have not practiced. I have not flown patterns. This is the first time I've been able to successfully get this plane in the air. It'll be the first time I'm attempting to put it back down on the ground. And yeah, 4-day for me, a realistic number. I think that's still a bit too low, to be honest with you, Bobcat. Appreciate it. Al South, yep, Nixie. Yeah, I'm thinking 2 bills is the best I'm going to hope for. But yeah, you get within, you got to win it, and you got to be within 25 feet per minute to bump off Mr. Nick's Aviation from that podium. By the way, if we do have to go around, climb 4,400 on a 300 track. So let me get that set just in case. And we end up out at the Devon NDB and we hold. So essentially we just climb runway heading. So I'm going to tune that in, 4,400. Alright, there we go. So we're stable. I don't mind our speed right now. And I want to fly this thing. I didn't buy it to let the autopilot have all the fun. So let's see what happens here. Trim, trim, trim. Nose is wanting to drop a little bit. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. How do I make that stop? Anybody know how to make that stop? I don't know. That's going to keep chirping at us all the way down because I don't know how to make it stop. Feel like we're fairly stable. Feel like we're maybe, oh boy. And I jinxed myself. Oh boy. Why did I say that? I didn't mean to say that. Getting a little low, don't want to do that. There we go. Glide slope. I'm on the glide slope. Come on. Here we go. Wing and a prayer. I don't have any landing lights or taxi lights on at all. Come on, baby. Oh, it's sensitive. Holy cow, is it sensitive? Oh, it's a floater. It's a floater. Ah, 363. Reversers. Come on, reversers. Where are you?
16, welcome to Edmonton. Exit right whenever.
Exit right for Pasco 816. Oh boy. That was ugly. There's the reversers. Wow, okay, that was wild. Okay, interesting. I got all kinds of alarms going off. My kingdom for turning that off. I immediately regret that decision. Well, we'll get it figured out. Steve probably knows how to do it. Steve, did you win? 3? Oh, he did, and he's within. That's within 25. Wow. Steve, you're a darn good judge of character and flying skill. But I tell you what, at the end of the day, I will take that for a first landing. That wasn't the worst I've ever done. This is a sensitive, oh my goodness, just little tiny movements, and it really responds, rolls and yaws. I actually really like the feel of that. No preference for Pasco 816.
Pasco 816, Roger, you can taxi over to main terminal there via Alpha and then enter the apron on Oscar.
Appreciate the ATC, and we'll see you next time. Pasco 816.
Pleasure, sir. Thanks for coming in.
I gotta find where... Downwind, where are you, by the way? Oh, for the love of God, how do I turn that off? There's gotta be... I might displace Steve PHL if you could tell me how to turn off that dadgum autopilot thing. I know, you're right. Uniform, okay, uniform it is. Click the red button on the yoke. Ah, Steve, you've just bumped off yourself as Captain Awesome. I need a good name. Something about being awesome. Uniform. Where are you, uniform? Oh, I'm turning in a little too soon here. Okay, I'm coming around for you. Don't go anywhere, downwind. I'm coming in. I'm turning around. I'm going around the main terminal area. Hello, Edmonton. By the way, there was a there's a Canada for X-Plane or something. They're a really good scenery developer, but I tried to install both of the Calgary and the Edmonton airports, and it actually crashed my my X-Plane. So, does anybody have any experience with installing those sceneries? Because they both look really good, and like it's a pretty comprehensive scenery package. Like it has cityscapes and it has custom veg, and I mean tiles, and it really looks pretty awesome. But I couldn't get it to install, and like I say, once I tried to load up, it was my X-Plane was saying no bueno. Uniform, what? You are way over here, my friend. Holy cow. I don't even think I have the log anymore, but it was just something to the effect of failure to load. There was a problem with the scenery, failure to load type of deal. You know, kind of like what you get when you don't have the right libraries, but more, as I read it, it felt more extensive. So, anyhow. Hey, watch out there, dude. What are you doing? Alright, well, I'm almost over to Mr. Downwind Sim, my friend and partner in crime, master of disaster, the St. Louis Slammer, brother from another mother, my side of ham, my can of spam. I have one more event on the schedule right now, and then I've got some stuff cooking. So Saturday, I'm gonna be down in the Washington area because they've got an event, the Cherry Blossom event. It's the DC, it's the whole spring DC thing. So I'm gonna be either in the Zebo or the PMDG 737 for that one. After that, there is one more Tuesday I did discover in March, and I'm a little bit uncommitted as to what I'm going to do. I'll be in the Airstream and somewhere, but here's what I've got cooking. I didn't realize this kind of snuck up on me a little bit, but April is actually my 1-year Twitch anniversary. April 4th is the 1-year Twitch anniversary, and so I am putting together something for the month of April to kind of give back, and I'll give you some more details on that as things get finalized. But I'm going to have some kind of retro routes and some planes and that I kind of started out with, and just kind of take the month of April to sort of hit the old Wayback Machine. But the other thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna have a giveaway, my first ever giveaway, and I'm gonna put on the line a $25 gift certificate to the org store, and I'll give you details about how you can be entered to win. But essentially, it's gonna be not much. I mean, you won't have to necessarily fly with me. It's gonna be kind of just if you connect with me in either you know, in like watching a stream or in the Discord that I have set up, or even if you accidentally stumbled upon these archived videos over on YouTube, I'm going to just enter you into that, and I'm going to have it kind of done drawing style toward the end of the month. So spread the word, and starting the 1st of April, I'll just start to keep track of who I connect with. And I want to just give back to you guys, because you're the reason why this is so much fun. I mean, it's fun already, as you guys know. You guys fly and you're in this world, and you know what how it can be, but it's so much more enjoyable to have a group of others that come along and hang out and give you a hard time. And Kenny always says, "Ouch, my back," and stuff like that, you know. But I want to give back because it's been a fun year, and it's been this has been an important part of my year in a lot of ways. And so that's what I've got cooking. So look for me Saturday there at the Cherry Blossom or whatever that event is up in the Washington area, and then I'll start excuse me, I'll start handing out some details about the giveaway, the April. I don't even have a catchy name for it, but my 1 year anniversary basically, and we'll go from there. But let's see, is that worth a replay? Should we look at that? I don't normally do this. I think I want to do this. I'm gonna disconnect, and let's. It could totally screw everything up, but alts are. Look at me almost remembering how to do this. Let's back it up. Let's see just how 365 it was. Whoops. So kind of there. That ought to be pretty close. Ooh, no sounds in the replay. That's a little weird. Not the most stable. Definitely not the most stable. Up we go. Down we go. There was a little better. A little bit of a crosswind. Look at me making excuses. Now I'm getting high. Holy cow. I did have that little bubble there, which didn't help me. Fortunately, I corrected like you're supposed to by nosing down, right? That's how you're supposed to correct that. Okay, here we go. Holy Moses. Find the runway. There we go. All right. Pitching. More stable. Flare. Oh. Well, actually, you know what? That wasn't horrible. It was all over the place, but the moment of impact was not that bad. All right, like I say, I'll take it. I don't think it was all that bad. So, yeah. Okay, well, let's see. I don't even. It's late. Is there anybody streaming? Should we go raid? I think we need to raid somebody. Let's see who's streaming here. I see we've got Mustafa. He's streaming, and yeah, let's go. We'll go raid Mustafa. He's a good guy. If you don't know Mustafa, he's the first guy I ever saw that when he went away for a break, he put the airplane inflatable autopilot guy in in where his webcam picture was. So I'm like, I like this guy. All right, well, I'm going to close it down, like I say. Then, so hang out. We're going to go over. We're going to raid Mustafa, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Have yourself a fantastic rest of the week. Tomorrow is Friday, baby. We made it. Take care, guys. God bless.
Scooter? Yeah, Chief. Remind me to stop setting up these video conferences.